Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing good. I just wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And, but one thing I'm doing today is I'm sorting out all my seeds by month. And so I can put them in my calendar on my phone. I have Salanova green butter lettuce that I start. This will be the first time I've planted this, and it's supposed to start in January or February in trays. And I may go ahead and start it early, just because I have never grown it before. And then I've got February, March, April, May, and then these are April, all my spinach and chives and stuff. I have parsley too. I'm mainly getting parsley because the caterpillars for the monarchs love it. So I'm planting this in a couple different containers in the yard, just small containers. So hopefully I can bring in some caterpillars and monarchs. So I noticed last year someone had it and the caterpillars loved it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I used to plant a lot of herbs like cilantro and parsley and basil and a lot of that stuff. I haven't done it for a while because we just don't use it enough. But it is really nice to go out to your garden and get fresh herbs. Oh, it's the best. So, but I did want to show you again. My last video I showed you, we had some blooms on our strawberries, which is awesome. They are on the same plant. There's two of them. Really, to pollinate, to artificial pollinate, you really need two different plants. And this one is going to have a bloom. And it's always a little better to pollinate from two different plants rather than the same one. But I may go ahead and just try it anyway here. My verbena is looking good. She's growing a lot of new leaves. My ivy is starting to get little leaves on here, so I think it's going to come back. I just got to remember, don't water it too much. The potatoes, they are still kind of sitting there, and but this one was getting green. It grew a little more after I put it in there. I went ahead and covered my tomatoes. I don't think they're getting enough humidity, so I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead and I'll give it a week or two and see what happens, because their leaves and stuff are getting pretty yellow, and I think they need more humidity. I got them on a heat mat and everything, so hopefully they'll do better with that. And I'll show you how I know what humidity level I have. Yeah, it's kind of dark in here. Turn the lights on. I have this thermometer, and it's hooked up to one that I have outside, so I know what degree it is outside. It's 39 degrees outside with 55% humidity, and inside here we're at 69 degrees with only 30% humidity. And tomatoes like a little more humid than that, so and I may do the same with these. These are the tall grass that we put in, but it might take a while, so I'm just gonna leave them. And so as far as that goes, I'm working on my seeds today, getting them scheduled, because January's coming fast. February will be right next And it really flies when you're having fun. That's why summer goes. My camera's kind of acting up today. It doesn't want to stay on for some reason. But anyway, I have plenty of seed, and I have plenty of seed that I took from things over the summer too. I do have some cantaloupe seed that I got from a cantaloupe, green peppers from a couple different places. And we have, let's see, do I have any other? Oh yeah, there's a radish seed. And tall grass and beans. Put some of those beans in. I have a lot of bean seed. I'm hoping to can some this summer. So I want to can some tomatoes and beans. They're always good to be around, to have around. The one that I can't pronounce very well. And I just have a whole lot of flower seed. So I'll be filling the garden. What I have left after I do the garden, the veggies. And then what room I don't have, I'll just put in containers. And it should be very pretty this summer. I cannot wait for you all to see it. And I cannot wait to see it myself. But I think it's going to be really pretty this year, as long as I can get it to grow well. So we will, yeah, it says it's still on real speed. Okay, I'm just having a little trouble with my camera today. I don't know, she doesn't seem to want to work very well. But anyway, there's my new desk. It's all set up. I have my actual computer, and then I have my laptop, and it's hooked up to this screen so I can see a lot better, and my printer, and little room for my books, and yes, my Mountain Dew, and then a little space for some of my personal stuff. And I'm really liking it down here. It's really kind of nice to be down here where there's no noise. It's quiet, and I have my plants behind me, and gives me a chance to get started on some things that I need to get done. And I did want to show you that about Artificially pollinate. You can just take a Q-tip and just rub a little bit on the nose of it, and then go to the other bloom on another plant, preferably, and touch it. And that's how you pollinate. That's why pollinators are so important, because without the pollinators we wouldn't have much of anything. So I found some good use for my packaging out of my desk box when they delivered it. I thought I'd cut it up and use it as dividers in my seed container. So I think that's a little off. These scissors won't cut it, but I have box cutters that should work. No. Just a little more. Just a little more. There we go. No, keep trying. There, perfect. Then I'm going to cut a couple more. There. Well, I have all my veggies in to my phone. Well, except for my seeds that I kept. Them should be in April. I have April to do and Colorado peach. Ooh, the peach seeds that I got. I think it was like 2 hours or something that you needed them to soak. But I think I let them go like a day or something. And then I just put some dirt in some Ziploc bags and put them in the dirt and stuck them in the bottom of my refrigerator closed. So we'll see if them sprout. They've been there for a while, taking up room in my fridge, but that's all right. I have extra room. I don't need that bottom drawer for too much, so hopefully they'll seed. We'll see. I don't know how long it takes. I may have to look that up. Let me see if I can look that up. After roughly 45 days. It says to spray vermiculite with a little water if it begins to dry out. Mine haven't dried out. And when the peach seed's root is a 1/2 inch long, transfer it to a pot. So I've got a few days. It's been, oh, maybe not quite a month, probably about 3 weeks. I should look that up and see if I can find out when I put them in there. But it's probably been about 3 weeks. So I'll write that down and then I'll get a date. Put it in my schedule. How about that? But, let's see. Okay, I have my green beans in for May. And I've got another one for May. It's Brussels sprouts. Wait. That's pretty cool. It says that when you do Brussels sprouts, a light frost will not harm the plants and it will improve the flavor of the Brussels sprouts. That's kind of cool to know. Okay, so 2 to 3 seeds per cell in a 17 cell plug in May. So I think I have them in here already. Oh yes, I do. May 2nd. I already did that one. It's an indoor one. And these, I'm gonna do parsley when I do my spring, like spinach and lettuce. So, these are April indoor. And they're peppers, green peppers, so I have green peppers here that I'll do at the same time. And I'll have to look up cantaloupe seed. Not sure when that's supposed to be. Okay, April. Let's go to April. and I can start them. I'm just gonna put April 3rd. That's a Monday. Okay. These were from Johnny's. Inside, see instructions. All day. Add a reminder 1 day ahead of time, and click on that check mark, and you're all good to go. Okay. I'm just going to put these all together. Because I have seeds from a friend that gave us some green peppers over the summer, and also I have some from the store. So I'm like, I might as well try. Okay. Oops, this is my divider. It'll make things easier on me because these are all done. And it's not going to be hard for me to find any of these because I don't have acres and acres of land that I'm going to be planting. So I had another clip. So when I get alerted on my phone, I can just come in here and find, you know, the vegetable or the flower, whichever I need to pick. It'll be real easy. I don't really have to keep them all separated by month or alphabetical order. I don't mind going through my seeds. So, okay, now I'm gonna start on the plants and flowers. Oh my goodness. I'll probably be busy on that one. And I think I'm just gonna do the parsley. I'll start it inside too. I'll just put it in a container, and it depends on how the weather's gonna be in April. Hopefully it'll be nice. Don't need that. And that's burpee. You know, I love burpee seed. I've never ever had a problem with it not sprouting. They've all germinated for the most part. Never a problem. I'm gonna do inside / outside depending on weather permitting. Because sometimes we can have some really icy weather in April, and so it's going to be weather permitting. See instructions. There we go. And I better look up cantaloupe. Well, I think I'm going to start them when I do the tomatoes. That's what it kind of looks like. Tomatoes, I'm starting in February, I think. My husband and I decided to start in February. Okay. Yes. Cantaloupe. Inside. There we go. Okay, I think that's about it for the seed for vegetables. We will have tomatoes and beans and Brussels sprouts, lettuce and spinach, a lot of lettuce and spinach, even head lettuce. You know, the typical chives, and we'll have onions and potatoes. So there we go with that. I think I'm gonna put this in here. Oops, it won't fit. There we go. Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to bore you, which I probably already have. So I think I'll go ahead and get out these flowers, and because I have a lot. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need a lot of containers, I think. But I'm going to organize them by what they are, like zinnias. I have a lot of zinnias, marigolds, snapdragons, perennials, celosia, zinnia. I have ranunculus. I'm going to see if these will grow. I might start them real early just to see. Catnip. I'm going to need that in my veggies. And cosmos. I have bachelor buttons, crossbus, zinnias, more zinnias. I have lots of zinnias, and snapdragons and purple cone flowers. There we go, lots of flowers. And then I have this wildflower mix. I'm not sure what to do with it. I may find a place for it though. It's pretty old, but I don't worry about how old my seed is. I may find a place to put it and just throw it in something, or you know what I might do? I'm going to be looking for big containers this year. I like to do a lot of antiquing and yard selling, so I could probably find me some decent size containers, and maybe just put some of this in there and let it grow. It's wildflowers, so there's all kinds of flowers in there. These Lysianthus, I can't wait to start these. I'm thinking I really need to start early. 12 to 13 weeks before the last frost. So that's 12 weeks is like 3 months. So March, April. Oh yeah. I gotta maintain a 70 to 75 degrees soil, good air circulation until emergence, reduce moisture levels once emergence has occurred, and allow to dry out slightly between watering to prevent algae growth. Early transplanting is recommended. Transplant no later than the 4th leaf stage, approximately 55 to 60 days. Direct sowing is not recommended. I'm going to put these up here because I'm going to probably do them here in the next week or so, and I will show you what I did, if it's a fail or if it's a yay. I still have 2. Okay, so I have them all in here. I have them all organized. These are all my vegetables, and I know I start most of them in May. Lettuce and spinach, and that I start in March, April, first part of April, depending on the weather. It just depends on the weather. Believe me, I'll be excited to get out there and start putting stuff in the ground. I'm going to be very excited this year. And then I have the January starts with the Lysianthus, and I have like ranunculus seeds, and I have dahlia seeds that I'm going to go ahead and start early to see if they'll grow. And then there's all the February seeds right here. And then here's our March. March is pretty much go for anything. So that's where all my cone flowers, the zinnias, the perennials, all those will go in. And it's going to be so fun, guys. It's going to be so fun. So yes, I'll start them in March, ready to be put out in May. And because they all pretty much say 8 to 10 weeks before the transplanting. So it's gonna be fun. I just, you know what, I may start some of these others early too inside. If I have the room, it's gonna depend on that. If I have the room to plant them, I will. I'll just go ahead and get them planted. Also, there will be some that will go into my gallon milk jugs. I have several of those, and I also have buckets. So, you know, I'll have a lot of places to put things. The jugs, though, I'll show you. Actually, I could do that right now. I'll show you how I cut them. Okay, this one kind of got smashed, but that's okay. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. So what I do is, I love the ones with the handles because it makes it so easy. All I do is I cut about right here. Okay. Oh, I did not. Give me a year and I'll forget how to do things. Just enough to bend it back, see? And then you can put your dirt in here, plant something, close it, and you could even tape it if you want it, because this is where you're going to water it if it needs watered, because a lot of times in the spring Mother Nature does her thing and gives it water, and the condensation will also keep it wet. And so yeah, just be careful how much water you give and make sure it does need some water. But you can pop it open anytime, see how they're doing, put it back over there and put it back on, and it's like its own little greenhouse. Pretty cool. And I even use like, oh, I should have brought, oh, and don't forget, you do want to put a hole in the bottom, you know, just something that it can release some, if it rains real hard or something, you don't want it sitting there in water. So go ahead and put a hole in the bottom. Just enough where you can open it up, bend it back. There, now you can bend it back. And put a hole in there. Ooh, it's still got water in it. You can use a lot of different things to plant in and put it outside, make its own little greenhouse, and it grows really good. It grows real good like that. So anyway, and I have half-gallon too. I have half-gallon milks. That's what we usually get, unless they're out and we have to buy a gallon, because a lot of times we don't use the milk quick enough, because I basically just use it for cereal or something. Just kind of a little bit below the handle, And the milk jugs are really good because they're easier to cut open. There you go. And it's got water. Rinsing them out and put them away. It's a little easier to get to. See, you can make a hole pretty easy on a milk jug. Or a water jug, either one. We don't really buy gallons of water. We buy bottles of water, but there, it goes in. Makes a hole. Now I've got 2 all ready to go. And I've put some dirt in there, put some seeds in it, close it up, and put it in a sunny place. That's all I have for you today, you guys. You all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.